It's coffee time!
Good morning guys, and welcome to the last week for all school April. So today is Tuesday and I wanted to start the vlog yesterday, but Monday was crazy and I was so busy that I didn't have time to record anything at all. Plus one of the cats is sick, that is baby Logan, so we have to take him to the vet right now. He has what I like to call explosive diarrhea. He's sharding everywhere in the house. I don't know how else to put it. So I'm taking him to the vet now and see what they can give him to stop this madness, to make him feel better. Otherwise he's fine, like he plays, he eats, he drinks, everything is normal, but obviously we need to put a stop to that back door. It's going to be a busy day today, but the plan is, as always, to work and find some time for reading. And I have a little bit of pressure because I have to finish a couple of books this week because it's the last week and I need to finish to get all the points for my team. So we're gonna try that together. But now you guys, let's go to the vet and get baby Logan fixed. Logan has made it back home. He just needs to take some probiotics and he will be fine. And he's restless because he hated going to the vet. I mean, who likes the vet? Hello guys, it is currently 1 p.m. and I have an update for you. So the only thing I've been able to start reading is Wolf Moon by David Irons, and so far I'm enjoying it. I picked this one up for the prompt to read a book with a creature. We have a werewolf or a wolf. And I'm on page 44. It's quite quick to read, and the author is actually someone that has done movie scripts, and this book was supposed to be a movie script, but then it didn't happen and he decided to turn it into this kind of novella length book. It's only 143 pages, so the book started pretty good with the first kind of horror element to the story. And then we follow a group of people, group of friends, kind of like mercenaries in a way, that are now back together on their last mining mission. But on the trip there with their ship, they get a distress call. That is what I know. That's where I'm at. I'm really enjoying it and I'm here for all the horror. See who dies, who survives from this crew. But this is where we're at right now. And I also recorded a video, hence the makeup, which I'm gonna remove now. So I recorded the May releases. I'm a little bit behind with recordings because since my parents were coming, I was so busy fixing the house. And then with my parents, we were every single day out of the house for at least 12 hours. It was crazy. We went to different cities, Amsterdam, we went to Belgium. Yeah, so I was so tired. I needed holidays from my holidays. So I've been taking it easy, but I really want to get back to all of the content that I have planned because I have a list of things that I want to do. I just have not had the time to actually do it. But yeah, more videos coming soon. And I also need to finish my TBR for this month because the whole week that my parents were here, I was not really able to read because, like I said, we were always on the go. I was taking care of my parents, cooking for them, we were playing cards. Like, I had really no minute to spare for reading, which is fine because it's really important to spend time with your loved ones as well and unwind a little bit. So now we're gonna go back on track. So like I said, it's around 1 p.m. so I'm gonna make myself some lunch. I'm gonna work a little bit more and hopefully tonight I get to do some more reading. When I'm working, you guys, most of the time, baby Logan is in this basket, sleeping peacefully. There he is. He's doing very well. There's been no more poop incidents so far. So he's doing well at the moment. And it's been a while. I've been in the office for a couple of hours. I have been working. I still need to edit the video that I recorded today, but I need to get out because I haven't been really out and about and I need to go and get some fresh air. Hopefully some sun. We know how it is in the Netherlands. 5 minutes of sun, 10 minutes of shadows, and in repeat. But I'm gonna go for a walk and so that I can sit down and edit the video and get to some reading. Believe it or not, look how sunny it is today in the Netherlands. Plus there is cats waiting for me. So I'm gonna go outside and read for a little bit to enjoy the remaining of the sun that's left today. It is Wednesday, it is past 1 p.m. and I've spent the last hour and a half recording videos. So between my regular job, recording videos, it's getting late, I'm hungry. So I have done 0 reading today, 0. But that is okay because it's been quite productive today. I feel like I was struggling to find my motivation back after the holidays because during the holidays I didn't do any work at all or YouTube stuff, so it takes a little bit for me to get back on the motivation wagon. So we're getting there, and it was much needed for me to sit down and record a couple of videos today. So now I'm gonna have some luncheon, gonna have a proper nice shower, and yeah, I have to work a little bit more, but I'm hoping to still have a little bit of time to read today. But tomorrow I'm gonna have time to read for sure, because tomorrow is a holiday here in the Netherlands, is King's Day, and normally people go parties and they do like all orange themed stuff, and also there is like a huge flea market in the city, like all the streets turn into a flea market in the towns everywhere. So I am supposed to be working because I'm a freelancer, so for me there is no really holidays like that, especially because it's only a holiday here in this country and my clients, people that I work for, are not from the Netherlands. But I took the day off because I want to go to the city, enjoy the flea markets, go have lunch somewhere nice, and also have a little bit of extra time for reading. So my plan for tomorrow is to wake up early and catch up on my reading before we go to the city. So pray for me that I'm able to keep that promise. Yeah, let's try it together tomorrow. This is the aftermath of recording 2 videos, TBR pile and book haul. Now I have to find space for all of these books back in the shelves. Also, I would like to report that baby Logan is doing much better. He's not sharting everywhere anymore. Yeah, good boy. Good morning guys, we made it. I woke up early. It's currently past 6:30. The cats are all fed, so now it's time for me to catch up with my reading. I have just checked how much I have left to read before the end of the week and I'm a little bit overwhelmed, but nothing we cannot attempt because we still have even a full weekend. And tonight I'm joining Amy for reading sprint so that I can also read as much as I can. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is finish Wolf Moon, and I'm really enjoying it when it comes to the story. The only thing I wish was a little bit better was the writing style. I feel like it's a little bit just okay, but I do like the story. We have, as I said, these group of friends that reunite to go on a mining mission, and they hear a distress call and they decide to answer to it because one of the main characters' brother was left behind in a mission and nobody answered the distress call. So our characters want to do what's right and they answer the call. They go to the dark side of the moon and they find a wreckage from a ship, and inside of it they find a guy that is almost dead, and they decide to take him and put him in a med pod and kind of bring him back to life. and ask him what happened to him and bring him back to Earth. Obviously, we know that bringing that passenger into the ship is going to put them all in danger, and we're gonna end up in a situation like this here. So we kind of already know what's gonna go on. So it's a simple sci-fi horror story, but when it comes to the story and the characters, I'm enjoying it. I guess I wished the writing style would be a little bit different. And then I still have a couple of other things to finish. The only thing that keeps me motivated is that one is a novella, this one, and this one is also a fast read, and it is something that I think I can just binge read in a day without issues. But then I have these other two. I have The Nun Massacre and When the Dark One Calls. I did start this one, and this is the one that worries me the most because it's quite slow to read. So I'm gonna try to tackle this one as well today, not to leave it for last minute. That's gonna be my tactic. I'm gonna leave this ones for last because I feel like these are the ones that I can probably binge quicker, because it's a novella, and this is, I know, a quick read because the first one was a really quick read for me. So I'm gonna leave these ones for last. So I'm gonna try to tackle these ones, which are the ones that worry me the most. Especially this one worries me because I'm only 24 pages in, not really invested yet, and it's a little bit of a chunker. It doesn't look very big, but the font is tiny, as it happens sometimes with these old paperbacks. So that is the plan. Finish this, start with this ones, tackle them down, so that I have then time for the short ones. Wish me luck. I'm gonna need a lot of coffee, so more coffee please t-shirt is on. We know what to do. We gotta keep feeding the coffee. So yeah, I'm gonna read as much as I can because this morning we are still hitting the city. It is King's Day in the Netherlands, and a lot of people go out, and the whole city and towns turn into a huge flea market. So we always go around, see if I can find some horror stuff, some books, some movies. Hi. So that's my plan for today. I'm gonna try to read now as much as I can before we have to go to the city. And yeah, then I have the reading sprints tonight. And Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I need to just speed read as much as possible. So yeah, like I said, pray for me. But I gotta do it for the team. I gotta sacrifice you guys. My black boys have joined the couch. So this is the coziest time now for me to read. It's super quiet outside because it's really early in the morning. My boyfriend is sleeping upstairs. So perfect time for reading. And also my coffee is ready. Is it poison? I don't know, but who cares? You know, when that first sip of coffee hits the soul, that's the best part of the day. That's what I go to bed looking forward to the next day, is that first sip of coffee. Welcome to Friday, you guys. I have good news and bad news for you. So let's start with the bad, get it out of the way. Logan, baby Logan, is still having problems with going to the toilet. He still has very, very liquid, soft stool that he is leaving everywhere in the house for us as a present. I already had to change the bed sheets twice this week. And we need to stop this. Honestly, I'm not too worried because he behaves normal. He eats, he drinks, he plays, he's his normal self. But obviously I need to stop himself leaving his shit everywhere in the house in liquid form. So I called the vet. I don't have to take him back, but they're gonna give me special food for the stomach. And they say they can give me, I don't know if it was either some kind of paste or some kind of tabs that he can get to try to stop it. And yeah, so we will go and pick that up. The good news is that I have nearly finished 2 books since we last spoke, which is great news, amazing news. I have finished Wolf Moon by David Irons, and I would recommend it to you guys if you like sci-fi horror and you're not looking for a really deep, super well written story. If you just want to have fun, this one has some jokes, has references to movies and other things, so this one is just for fun. I would say if you like sci-fi horror and like, you know, humor, and you're looking for a quick read, you can give this one a chance. And it does involve werewolves, as you can see by the cover, so if you like werewolves, you might also want to try it out for yourself. For me, I didn't love it as much as I wanted to, but it was a short, quick read and it was fun. The other book I started yesterday was Nun Massacre by Regina Watts, and I started this one and read it during the sprints last night at Amy McCaw's channel, and I nearly finished it, and then I had to go to bed because I was just absolutely exhausted from being in the city all day yesterday. So I have like a couple of pages left, as you can see, so we're gonna finish this one today. And let me tell you about this book. So the prologue already starts with a lot of nuns and girls that are at, I think it's called San Cecile's or San Cecilia school for girls. It's like a boarding school, and so all the nuns and girls get brutally murdered in the prologue.
Nice.
That's basically the first couple of pages. And then we are in 1978. We follow a group of teenagers that are friends that are looking to throw a party and have a really good time over the weekend. And of course they decide to go to this old boarding school because they've heard the legend, the urban legends about what happened, about the massacre. And obviously they think that a haunted place is the best way to throw a party. Like, why do teenagers think like this? So they decide to go there, to this abandoned place, to throw a party, but the weather is really bad. So apart from the friends, I think it's 6 friends or 7 friends that go there, nobody else can join the party because of the bad weather, so they are left there stranded by themselves. And they know about what happened in the massacre, and there's rumors that the place is haunted, that there might be ghosts there. The legend says that one of the nuns and one of the girls went missing, never to be found again. So the whole book is basically a straightforward slasher, I would say. So if you like slashers in general, slasher movies, slasher books, this is a must pick for you. I feel like it does dive a little bit into some of the slasher tropes, but the characters are a little bit self-aware. They know that the things they're doing maybe are not the most smart decisions. I also think that the deaths were quite interesting, and they offered us different types of kills. It's not just stab, die. So I enjoy that. And for the majority of the book, of course, you're trying to figure out who is this killer that it is slaughtering these teenagers. Is it somebody that lives there since this place is abandoned? Is it somebody they know? Is it the nun that went missing? Is it the girl that went missing? Is it a ghost? We don't know what's happening, so you kind of have to figure out who your suspects are and who you think is doing the kills. So it has a kind of like a mystery element added to it, apart from being a slasher. It's not like from the very beginning you know who's killing them. So really enjoying it. I have a couple of pages left. They're already kind of diving into the explanation, kind of like the reveal of what happened and who's responsible for this and stuff. So really enjoying it. Straightforward slasher with a pinch of mystery. So I can also say, you guys, that I recommend you to pick this one up if this is what you enjoy. And now we're gonna go and get Logan his meds. I still have to work for a couple more hours, and we're gonna keep on reading. So I only have now 3 things left to finish for these readathon. I have When the Dark Man Calls. I'm already on page 49, and I'm starting to get a little bit into it now, so we shall see. I also need to read What Happened to Janie and The Worm and His Kings. So I'm gonna keep on going with this ones, and hopefully you guys, I will actually be ready to finish my complete TBR that I had planned for the month of April. So I hope to have time to finish the 3 of them on time so that I can finish and fulfill all the reading prompts at least. From the other prompts that they gave me, I tried to finish as many as possible, but the reading ones, I really wanted to get them done. I really have enjoyed participating in this readathon, so I would like to do it again next year. Yeah, so now let's go to the vet because we need to stop Logan from just pooping all over the place, really. Hello, you guys. So I was thinking I could take care of chores, but before I do that, I'm gonna reward myself with some reading. So that's what we're gonna do, right, more views? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna read a little bit before I get to my chores because I already see it coming. The end of the day will approach and I will have read 0 pages today. We want to avoid that, right? So we're gonna finish now together Nun Massacre, right? You like that one too? Yes. And we'll see what else I read. I think I'm gonna try to make progress with When the Dark Man Calls though, because that's the chunkier one that I have to still finish. So I'm gonna try to power through a little bit of that one. Also, I would like to mention how happy I am that only one of my cats, excuse me, I would also like to, I can't. Also, I would like to mention how glad I am that having 4 cats, only one of them is sick because it can spread and all of them can get sick. And imagine living in a house with 4 cats that are sharting everywhere. Not fun. Not fun at all. Like, I don't wish that. Not even to my worst enemy. Not even to the people that decided to screw up season 4 of The Witcher and now Henry Cavill has abandoned us. I mean, not even to that person. I mean, well, maybe a little bit. Finished Nun Massacre, and I also wanted to inform you that it is based on a video game. It's kind of like a novelization of the game called Nun Massacre, also alternatively known as Night of the Nun from 2018, and it's developed by Puppet Combo. So in case you're interested to check that out, if you like survival horror games, there's that. As for the book, I really enjoyed it. It is truly just a fun slasher with a good mystery behind it. I did enjoy the majority of the ending. I feel like the endings of books, it's really hard to always get them 100% as the reader wants them to be, but I did enjoy it. And yeah, I mean, if you like slasher horror movies, you need to pick this book up because it is exactly like watching a slasher horror movie. So we really enjoyed that. Now I was gonna go and turn on another light because this lighting is not the greatest, but my cat is still sitting on top of me, so I am officially not allowed to move. As you guys know, it's a rule. So, oh yeah, and also other good news, now that I see Heartstopper here on my phone, the 2nd season of Heartstopper has been announced and is coming out on the 3rd of August. August is my birthday month. Coincidence? Probably not. So I'm just so excited. I still have time to rewatch the show 20 more times before that. Hashtag obsessed. But I'm so excited. I know it's gonna destroy me. I know I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna get all the feels. But I'm just super excited because I trust Alice Osman's process so much. And she's the one doing the scripts. And I know that they are top-notch quality. So I'm just super excited for that. So since my cat is still sitting on top of me, we're just gonna sip a little bit on our cold coffee. And we're just gonna keep reading then. The dreadful time has come for me to go and take care of chores, but before I do that, let me tell you what When the Dark Man Calls is about. So we have a woman that lives with her daughter. Her name is Janie, and she has a radio program that is very successful. She's a psychologist, and basically she just hears people talk about their lives and gives them advice and all of those things. And then one day a man calls and he makes kind of like a mysterious call and tells Janie that she's going to remember him, that she's gonna remember. After that, it seems that someone might have broken into her apartment, so she starts to get paranoid and calls the police, and that's all I know. But apparently this man that called is probably someone from her past. And yeah, that's what I know. I am slowly getting into it. It had a very rocky, slow start for me, but now I'm kind of getting the vibe of the book and I'm getting a little bit more invested with the main character. So hopefully I'll be able to fly through this, because we only have until Sunday night to finish this. Hello guys, it is finally Sunday morning and it is the last day of the readathon, so I need to finish the books today for sure. The good news is yesterday, Saturday, I had some time to read, so I'm already kind of in the middle of the last 2 books that I have to read, so progress has been great. And now if Morby finishes with his cuddle session, we will be able to continue with our reading. While he settles down, he's needy at the moment, I read What Happened to Janie by Caroline B. Cooney yesterday. So let me tell you that this one also kind of ends up on a cliffhanger. So what I thought is a duology, apparently it's a trilogy. I'm so well informed. But anyways, I finished it in one sitting. I started reading it, loved it. And it has the same kind of vibe that the first book has. In the first book, basically, she discovers herself, a picture of herself in a milk carton. So she starts to question if she has been kidnapped, if her parents are really her parents, and she starts an investigation to try to find her parents. And there is a cliffhanger at the end of book 1. And sadly, I cannot really tell you what book 2 is about, because then I'm basically spoiling to you what happened in the first book. But it has the same vibe. It is not aged well in certain things, because obviously there are some things that are a bit more old school when it comes to the characters, but I still really enjoyed it. And definitely want to pick up the 3rd book. And then I started reading the last 2 books that I have to read for these readathon. Let me take the camera down so you can see my boy here. I know you guys come here for the cat content, not the book content. Yes, this is Michael Morbius, for everybody that doesn't know. We adopted him over a year ago. He came from a shelter here from the Netherlands. Yes. And he's very needy. He's very attached to me, and I love him so much. So the last 2 books that I have to read and finish for the readathon, one of them is When the Dark Man Calls. You guys probably remember that I had a rocky start with this book. At the beginning, I was not really getting invested in the story, but we are now in page 150, and I'm happy to report that I've gotten into the groove of things. This book reminds me of your typical like TV movie thriller about family and secrets from the past, and it has that kind of vibe. So it's not much horror, more than a thriller. So I would say this is kind of like a cozy thriller, to be honest. So our main character has received calls from this guy on the radio where she works, giving advice to people. She's a psychologist, and this guy seems to be someone from her past that she doesn't want to meet again. So we're kind of discovering who he is, why he's calling her, is he a threat to her, all of those good things. Nothing really has actually happened, and we're already in page 150. I feel like there's a lot of talk and not enough action. But it's still quite okay. That's why I say it's kind of like a cozy comfort thriller that, you know, is straight TV release kind of thriller, you know what I mean. And the other book that I'm currently reading is The Worm and His Kings by Hailey Piper. It's actually a novella, and this one is cosmic horror, which is something that I don't always read, but I was excited to try it out. We follow Monique. She is looking for her girlfriend that has disappeared. We are in New York, and we are in a world in which a lot of people, especially people with less means, live in the sewers of the city, and there's this whole like civilization living down there. And the path looking for his girlfriend takes Monique to some sort of like society that praise the Worm King, and it's kind of weird, but I'm getting into it. I'm not that far in. I'm in page 42, so still a lot to discover here, even though it's a novella. But I'm excited because I never read things like this, and I've heard good things about it. So I want to see, what is the civilization there, this kind of cult that praise this worm? Are they dangerous? I'm pretty sure, because this is horror. How do these creatures look like? Is it really a creature? Is it really like a full-on worm or something mutated? I don't know. I'm just really excited. So we're gonna now sit down on Sunday morning, finish the 2 books, and call it a wrap for the Old School April readathon. We have the cozy blanket, we have the cat, so it's the perfect cozy atmosphere to sit down, read, and finish the books. And just like that, you guys, we have finished the 2 last books for the readathon, and me and baby Logan are quite tired, even though it's just Sunday morning, but we're lazy today, which we're allowed on Sundays. And this is my baby boy. He turned 1 in April, and we finished the book. Oh honey, you're so tired. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. So I'm gonna end the vlog here while my baby sleeps, but I'm gonna quickly give you my final thoughts. When it comes to When the Dark Man Calls, I thought it was just an okay thriller. It was not extremely exciting. There is like a little bit of a twist, but it left me a little bit kind of wanting more. I felt a little bit underwhelmed by the whole kind of plot, even though I really liked our main character. But yeah, I wouldn't say you definitely have to pick it up unless you see it for, I don't know, $1 somewhere. And the other one that I finished is The Worm and His Kings by Hailey Piper, and I really end up enjoying this one. Normally, I don't read cosmic horror, especially not chunky books, because I feel like I have a harder time kind of adapting to the world, and the cosmic horror tends to be weird fiction. It tends to be something that you need to really let yourself fall into, and same happens with fantasy sometimes, that I cannot fully like get myself into the world. But this one was very easy to follow. It was short, it was nice, and it had a much kind of deeper meaning about love and who we are, and about the right that we have to be ourselves and all of those things. So I would really recommend it also for people that want to get introduced to cosmic horror, for example, or people that are looking for a short novella with a story that is a little bit weirder than your typical horror. It also kind of involves a cultish society, so if that's something that you're interested with, something that you are gonna find in this novella as well. And that has been it, you guys. We have finished all the books. I cannot believe I finished all the books that I had on my TBR pile for the month of April. Like, that has not happened in a really long time. So I feel quite fulfilled, and hopefully the next months I will be able to push through with my reading. And yeah, I really enjoyed participating in Old School April. I'm excited for next year to do it again. And yeah, this has been the end of it. I hope that you enjoyed this reading vlog. I know it's been mostly me talking about the books, and I have not really been showing you anything else, but I hope that you still enjoyed me talking about the books and obviously the cat content. And I'll see you guys, as always, either in our next coffee time or our next vlog. Bye!